Welcome to the introductory video for Business 218. Hey, you've already received an introductory letter, and in that letter it said, hey, go watch the introductory video, which you're watching right now, and study the syllabus. Hey, this is the base site that's going to have all of our videos and files, people.highline.edu/mgirvin. Now, Business 216 is a prerequisite for Business 218. So you've all been to this site many times and know how to watch the videos and study for this class. Now I'm going to go over and look at our website, Business 218. And we're going to start by looking at the syllabus and looking at our people website where all of our videos and files are. And then we'll go over and look at our Canvas website. Hey, I'm going to click on this syllabus link. Now, I'm shooting this video in fall 2015, but this video will work for any quarter. Now, here's the table of contents, and you can actually click on any one of these links, and it jumps right to that section. I'm going to use Control-Home to jump back to the top, but I'm going to start right at the top here. We have two class websites. And again, if you've been in Business 216, which is a prerequisite, so of course you have already used the people site for introductory video syllabus, video lectures, downloadable files. And of course, this site is always open before, during, and after the class. You've also used Canvas. For us, that's where there'll be announcements. That's where the discussion area for asking questions is. That's where the quizzes are. That's where the test upload links are. And the grade section, which shows your points for quizzes and tests. Now, the Canvas site, and there's this big note right here, this is only open during the quarter. So you can only access it from September 28th at, in essence, 12:01 a.m. to December 15th, which is Tuesday of finals week at noon. Now, the requirements for this class, well, you have to have already taken some prerequisite and have some Excel skill and computer skills. But as you know from Business 216, we're using a PC computer. You can't use a Mac. Remember, Excel Mac is much different. And your computers have to have internet connection that allows you to watch YouTube videos and download Excel files. And, of course, your computer must have Excel 2013 for a PC. If you do not have these requirements, Highline provides students in Building 30 with computers. That's the policy for Highline. If you don't meet the computer requirements for any class, Building 30 will offer the computers necessary for that class. Now, here's the structure of the class. Hey, guess what? There's no textbook for this class. The content of the class will be from the videos and downloaded files. That means you don't have to go out and spend $250 on a textbook. I'm going to give it all to you for free in videos and downloaded files. Now, as in all of my other classes, the key is to watch the videos. You watch the videos, and in fact, you know you download a file first, then watch the video. But the cool thing is that downloaded file, it'll have everything for the actual watching of the video. It will have some notes, and it will have our homework. Now, the in-class version, you come to class, and then you go home, and you finish watching the video, finish the video projects, and do any homework. The online class, you just go to our people site, start at the very top, download the first file, watch the first video, and it all comes from the videos. So you will be completing the what we call video class projects and then doing the homework. Now, we'll go ahead and take a look, but the homework each night, you have to watch a YouTube video, complete the video class projects, and then do homework. And this homework is located at the end of each weekly downloadable Excel workbook file. And we'll go look at that. And of course, you already know this from earlier classes. They're just at the end of the Excel workbook. Now, none of the class projects, video projects, or homework are handed in for points. Now, get that. That's done just for practice. The quizzes and the tests are where you get points for a grade in the class. Now, another really awesome thing is we have Canvas. And if you'd like to post questions while you're at home, post questions in the discussion area of Canvas. And when you post your questions, be sure to attach the Excel workbook. That way, if you have a question, I can go and look at what you did or what you didn't do and answer your question quickly. Now, here's the section on tests. There'll be 3 take-home tests, and the tests will require that you use Excel to create the files. I'll just email you a single file and have lots of test problems in it. You'll complete it and then upload it to Canvas. Now, these will be emailed to you, and you'll have at least 24 hours, sometimes more. And the send-out dates and due dates are in our schedule, which we'll go look at in a second. Now, the test scores are what earn you points toward a grade in the class. Makeup tests cannot be taken unless you have a documented emergency, like deaths or medical emergencies. Late tests without documented emergencies earn a 25% deduction. Now, you can hand in late tests, but you lose 25% of the points. But you cannot hand in late tests after the end of our class, which is noon on Tuesday, December 15th. Now, this is just for our particular quarter in fall. In other quarters, this section will list the exact end date for our classes. Now, there will also be quizzes, and we'll go take a look at where they are in Canvas. There'll be 5 of them, and they're true, false, multiple choice. By the way, each test will be worth about 100 points, each quiz about 30 points. Now, just like the tests, the quizzes will be cumulative, which means they will test on everything in the class up to that point. And actually, the description for the quizzes and the tests always tell you exactly what video you should have watched up through before taking it. Now, the quizzes are posted in the home area of Canvas, and we'll go take a look at that later. The dates for the quizzes are listed in the schedule, which is located later in the syllabus, which we'll look at in just a moment. However, these quizzes can be taken anytime during the quarter, but it's strongly suggested that you take them as close to the dates as they're listed in the schedule. And any quiz scores or points earned will count towards your grade for the class. And no quizzes can be taken after this end of the quarter date. Now let's scroll forward. Now, when you're in Canvas, you can look at your scores. That means you got 24 out of 30 for a quiz. But the Canvas percentage grade book is not correct. The problem with Canvas is the percentage grades, as you see them in Canvas, only indicate the percentage correct on assignments handed in. So if it says you have 79% and you're missing 2 assignments, your grade is going to be much lower than 79%. I will download the scores, and official grading will be done, of course, in Excel. So do not look at Canvas for percentage grades. Just look in Canvas for your actual score. The grading, and you can read through this. Here's how I grade, but there's the percentages, and there's the grade. We're going to scroll down. Here is our schedule. There is no schedule over in Canvas. Week 1 all the way to 12. Now, this is for fall quarter only. In subsequent quarters, it will say 1 to 10 or 1 to 11 or 1 to 8. So you look at the schedule, but the structure of the schedule is always the same. We'll have the dates. That means from, in our case, Monday to Sunday. The topic for week 1 is a review of Business 216. There's only one video, but it's almost 2 hours long. Here's the homework problems at the end of the downloadable Excel file. So after you watch the video number 1, you do homework problems 1 to 15, and we'll go and look at where to download the file and where to find these homework problems. And then at the end of watching video number 1 and doing homework problems 1 to 15, then you can do quiz number 1. So week 2, here's the dates, here's the topics we're going to cover, here's videos 2 to 8, and there's the number of homework problems at the end of the downloadable workbook, 1 to 21. Then you can take quiz 2. Notice quiz 2 says covers videos 1 to 8. So you don't want to take that quiz until you've watched all the videos and done all the homework problems. And the schedule continues. Here's for week 3. Here's for week 4. Oh, no quiz here, but we finally have a test. So at the end of week 4, actually it's not the end. You got to look in the schedule. It'll always tell you the date that it's sent out and the date that it is due. So that's an Excel test, emailed to you. You work on it for at least 24 hours, and then you upload it when you're done. So that's how this schedule will work. Notice for week 6, there's videos 33 to 35, and there's 2 different workbooks, so that it looks like there's homework problems 1 to 7 at the end of that workbook file, and homework problems 1 to 7 at the end of this second workbook file. There's the quiz. There's test 2, sent out during week 7, due during week 8. You always look in this column to figure out the exact dates depending on the quarter you're in. All right, so that's pretty straightforward. And again, there's a note that Tuesday, December 15th, and that's for fall 2015. That's the last moment that you can hand in tests or quizzes. All right, so if we scroll down, announcements and discussions areas in Canvas, we'll go look at that in just a moment. You do not want to email the instructor unless you have a personal matter or you want to discuss a question about a quiz or test. Do not post questions about quizzes or tests in the discussion area. That is for email. So personal matters and questions about tests and quizzes. Just email me. And when you send an email, you have to have the proper form for your email. Now, if we scroll down, there's the course objectives, all sorts of awesome, cool things we're going to learn in Excel. There's the student outcomes. Cheating, you don't want to do it. This is defined by WAC code, Washington Administrative Code, so don't cheat. Access surfaces, there's our incomplete policy. Important dates for this quarter. Other quarters will have a different picture here, and there's a reminder, the last day of the class. Now I'm going to click the back button. That was our syllabus. Now something very important about this class. When I created all these videos, the class was called Business 214 when I created all these videos. They changed the number. This is Business 218. It used to be called 214 Spreadsheet Construction, but now it's called 218 Spreadsheet Construction. So look at this. The first week 1, there's the topic. There's the downloadable Excel file right there. It says Business 214. Oh. Anyway, you're going to have to live with that. 214 means 218. Now here's one workbook. Here's a Word document that you have to download and read. And there's the video. Every single week in this page will be listed. Week 1, what the topics are, the files to download, the videos to watch, and the homework problems to do. So I'm going to go ahead and download this and show you. Totally depending on which browser you're using, downloading is different. I'm going to right-click and say Save Link As. Now, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to save this on my jump drive, and I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control-Shift-N. And I'm going to call this something smart like Business 218 and enter. Enter. You should be sure and have one place where you save all of your files, because there's going to be a lot of files. And you know, when you're taking a quiz or a test, you can access and look at all of that stuff. All right, so there's the name of the file. I don't like that parentheses 02, so I'm going to backspace. All right. I'm going to click Save, and I am in a browser that offers me the option to open it after I've saved it, so I'm going to click on that. Now, here's 214. When you watch the video, I start right on this sheet. Topics, here's the topics of this video. Again, if you're watching the video, I go through each one of these sheets. But notice, each one of these sheets, oh, look, there's a blue one. It says keyboard. So in the section where I'm talking about keyboards, notice you follow along with the video. And look at that. The red ones mean the answer, or that's how it finished up when I completed the video. So on each one of these sheets, of course, you know from Business 216, you follow along with the video. The blue ones are for you to follow along. The red ones are for you to look at if you want to see exactly the completed Excel spreadsheet at the end of the video. Now I'm going to go to the very end. No, I'm not. I'm going to right-click this. That is such a cool trick. Right-click the scroll tabs, and up pops a list of all the sheets. And I'm going to scroll down. And at the end of every workbook, it'll say homework. And then there's all the homework problems. So I'm going to click on that and click OK. And now I'm going to use my scroll area arrows. 1, that's the homework problem. Now, the red sheets, I'm giving you the answers because remember, homework isn't handed in. It's just for you to practice for quizzes and tests. But once you've completed this, then you can go look at the answer. All right, so there's many sheets here, and I'm going to use Control Page Down, Control Page Down. So just as it says in the schedule and the syllabus and at the website, there are 15 homework problems in Business 214 Week 1.xlsm file. Now I'm going to do this trick again. Right-click and up pops this. I can drag all the way to the top, go back to the very beginning, click OK. Let's close this file. There is week 1. You also want to download this. Occasionally there'll be something for you to read. Here's the YouTube video. When you click on it, and you've all done this many times.
To Highline, Excel.
I'm going to hit pause. And you've all done this many times in Business 216. You can go through any point. But more importantly, look at this below the video. It says Show More. And here's an awesome tip. You should watch the video from the very first topic all the way to the end. That means you just watch it all the way through. But guess what? Later, if you want to remind yourself about Excel tables or sorting, you can just click on this time hyperlink and it jumps right to that section of the video. And when you're taking a test, you can't get anyone else to help you, but you can reference this video. You can come back and watch this video again. So you forget how to sort, boom, there you go. And each video, you'll be able to view it how you want, and there'll be a Show More button with table of contents. Now I'm going to click the back button. So once you download the workbook, watch the YouTube video, do all the homework problems. Oh, there it is. It reminds you right there. So again, this is the top of our website. You go from the top to the bottom. It's all listed linearly. But remember, it's also listed in our schedule. Now, week 2, looks like there's 2 files to download. You watch the videos, and then there is the homework problems 1 to 21 for that first workbook. There's week 3, week 4, all the way down to week 11. I'm going to Control Home. That is our People website. It's very linear from top to bottom. I'm going to click one more time on the syllabus. I'm going to go to the section Schedule on next page. I'm going to click on it and scroll down. There is our schedule. Click the back button. Now I want to go look at Canvas. So I'm going to click on this. And guess what? I learned a great keyboard the other day. We use Alt-Tab to jump between open windows. But if you have tabs in a browser, you can use Control-Tab. Look at that. Control-Tab jumps between tabs in a browser. Now here's the Canvas website, and I've modified this severely. We only have the home area. Oh, look, there's only a few links here. Discussions, that's where you can come to post a question, and your grades. That's where your grades will be posted. Not the percentage, just the scores. And don't look at that percentage, look at just the scores. Click the Home button. This is the first link. It just jumps you, if I click on it, back to this site with our videos and syllabus and everything. Notice when I close that, it gives me this. So I'm going to use my Business 218 link at the top to get back to home. Here's the questions. You can click that to ask questions. And all of it is listed here at Canvas. Link to the other site, questions, and there are our quizzes and tests. So if I click on this, you can take the quiz. Be sure to study everything. Notice it says Quiz 2 covers videos 1 to 8. That means watch all those videos, study all those videos, do all the homework, and be sure to have all the files ready on hand in case you're taking the quiz and you need to remind yourself of something. Now I'm going to click on this. And it says right here, after you study videos 1 to 8 and do all the homework problems associated with those videos, you can take this quiz. There are about 10 true, false, or multiple choice questions, and each question is worth 3 points for a total of 30. There is no backtracking in this quiz. That means once you submit an answer, you cannot go back and change it. And there you go. So there's the instructions. I'm going to click the back button. The test upload links, you only click on this when you're ready to upload your finished test. I'm going to click the back button. The send out dates and due dates are listed in our schedule. Oh man, I'm going to use this cool keyboard control tab to jump back to our other tab. We look at Canvas. We looked at our people website. We looked at the syllabus. I cannot wait for this awesome quarter of spreadsheet construction. All right, we'll see you next video.